Death Stranding has been nothing short of vague in every bit of its being since Hideo Kojima first announced it in 2016. Although we knew full well of its star-studded cast, it was difficult to glean much more until the most recent release date trailer was put up on May 29, 2019. Death Stranding's peculiar, apocalyptic sci-fi adventure is coming together proper. Death Stranding seems to take place in a future that has been ravaged by destruction. Cities have been ruined, the wilderness has reclaimed much of it, and humanity has been scattered to the winds. Players take up the role of Sam Porter Bridges, a courier tasked with delivering items across the long stretches of scattered civilization. There may be more to it as other characters in the game allude to Sam connecting humans around them through his work and bringing them together. That said, there's more than a little danger out there. When it rains, anything that drops touch seem to age quicker. Even further, creatures known as BTs appear, invisible except with special detecting equipment. These creatures will create murky pools of black beneath people and drag them down. It seems those who die seem to become trapped in a state between past and future and must journey back to reality. As if all of that wasn't bad enough, there's also human organizations that seek to hinder or harm Sam. Hazmat-suited groups rove the lands and will chase after him if they see him. There's a lot to deal with, but a courier has to do what a courier has to do. What players do in Death Stranding seems a bit more straightforward than the narrative it pushes. You traverse the wilderness with a number of tools it would seem Sam can craft and employ to help him throughout the land, including extendable ladders and rappelling ropes. Of course, when the BTs come out, the detecting equipment comes into play and the player must carefully navigate and attempt to stay out of their awareness. When a more physical hostile presence comes after Sam, you can either run or fight. Tall grass and other terrain can help you avoid detection, but Sam can also throw a mean punch. He's even apparently willing to use whatever he's carrying as a weapon, as we saw him belt an enemy with a briefcase before attempting to escape on a motorbike. It seems if you're caught by the BTs, you're taken through some time instance. Sam can also use what's available to him to fight his way through it. We saw him use an assault rifle to dispatch ghostly soldiers on his way through a dangerous instance of trench warfare. Death Stranding is built upon connections. Hideo Kojima has often referred to a large concept in the game as building the rope. He went deeper into this on a post on PlayStation Blog. As Sam Porter Bridges, you will attempt to bridge the divides in society, and in doing create new bonds or strands with other players around the globe. Does this mean there'll be some kind of multiplayer in Death Stranding? The emphasis on connections and bonds in general seems to point to the idea that Death Stranding won't exactly be an isolated gaming experience. There may be an online element in which we somehow interact with other players, and as Kojima puts it, build the rope between us. Whatever final form Death Stranding ultimately takes, it has created an interesting narrative and interactive world that is finally becoming a bit clearer and more engaging. The game is expected to launch on November 8th, 2019 on PlayStation 4.